when I think this is enough, I am presented with all of this.
When you have two girls in the house, so it's not just me.
I see more 3D printing in my future.
Yes, it probably will be, because even if we don't count these, it's probably going to be more than 56 pairs.
Okay, the core of this whole design starts out with this simple 8x8 square. After I did that, I then came along and drew the center slat that would become part of the earring holder. I intentionally made this a new body though, so I could come along and after I added the holes for holding the earrings, I could then come along and array it out like so. Then I came along and I filled the edges, and you'll obviously notice that this guy is sticking out. He'll get dealt with in a little bit, so don't worry about it. Then I came along and started to rough in the shape for the holder at the bottom. I added some simple trays to it. Now, in retrospect, I probably should have added 3 trays, but oh well, who cares? 2 seemed to make sense at the time. Then I came along and filled everything because it was the easiest way to make it nice and rounded. Then I came along and you can't really see it, but I drew some holes for the locators, and those are the pins that get attached to the tray itself. Then everything got combined. Like so. Then I came along and trimmed the edges like I had wanted to. Get rid of the lower tray there, we don't need him. Then I came along and did the final mounting of the locating holes. So there's the locating holes on the lower tray. And there's the locating holes on the upper tray. It just helps when you're gluing. It's not totally necessary, but it's a nice little feature. Then you'll notice on the back side we have absolutely no way of mounting this to the wall. So what I did is I came along and I just drew a simple little recessed pocket. Now I will say I should have checked nail head sizes when I designed this because I pretty much just eyeballed it. Not my smartest move, but we ended up making it work. Then I came along and just mirrored the shape because that was pretty simple. And then down here on the lower tray, I decided, you know what, I'm going to do some extra fillet work, make this thing look really rounded, really nice. The backside printed up a little bit freaky because I was using a 0.3 millimeter nozzle and I don't have soluble supports, but it's against the wall, so nobody's ever going to see it. Now for the larger version that I will be printing in the future, what I did is I copied the original design and I actually split that into a couple of pieces. So you got a lower part and an upper part. Then I did some moves and some more splits. So now I've got an insert in the middle, and then I've got this single top piece if I need it, and some more drawing and splitting later. We have the final version, which in this case, for the sake of simplicity, just has 2 dowel pin holes, so you can put a wooden dowel in there, metal dowel in there. It doesn't matter, and you can then locate everything for gluing pretty easily. I did have an idea to screw it in there, but I kind of figured it wasn't worth it. So that allows you to have the ultimate flexibility in building it literally as big as you need, because as you'll see, this guy on the left still wasn't big enough, so eventually we're going to have to make this massive guy on the right.
Yeah, close enough.
We are now pounding nails into a wall.
Yes, you're going to film me stick myself.
Needs to go in a little more. Okay, so measure the distance between the back slots.
Okay. It looks like... Oh dear.
Hi. Hi there.
It looks like it's just under 7 3/4.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, just do it to just under 7 3/4.
You are going to knock stuff over, so we are going to have to put you out.
Considering this probably isn't going to be the finished model,
Ah, you
because
suck.
it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay, now the moment of truth. Does it fit? think we're too wide.
I don't believe it.
Did you measure it center to center?
Yes, I did. I know how to measure things.
Okay, I'm just double
I
checking.
swear.
Don't get mad at me. I didn't measure it for a reason. Let me
I
see.
think I'm just barely off. That's the thing.
Okay.
Can't tell if it's inside or outside though.
Let me see.
I think it's inside.
Let me just pull the nail out farther so you can attempt to get it on there. Oh, is it on there?
Yeah, it is. Well, something is.
Alright, try pushing it back.
Oh,
Ta-da!
nice. And that's actually pretty straight too. And you doubted me.
Okay, now we got a 3D gloop on the lower tray, so let's do that.
Alright, this I might have you do. I'm not sure that I trust myself with this stuff.
Okay, it's pretty easy to use. We're just going to...
Try not to drop that though, because that'll be a mess to clean up.
Telling me.
3D gloop.
Yeah. This one.
Where'd you get this from?
I found the company on Twitter actually, and they were doing a promotional sale where if you paid for the shipping on the sample bottle, they would send it out to you effectively for free. So the sample bottle that you saw cost me all of like $3. It works really good. I've also used it on the laser beam helmet, and it works quite well. Okay, so it's glooped on there. Hopefully it will hold. Being that we glued it after hanging it probably was not the smartest, but oh well. It seems to be working. The trays are doing their job. The rest of it seems to be working. But I'm told I might need to make another one, so we shall see.
I keep telling you that preferably it would be nice to have a bigger one so we don't have to have two of them.
Alright, and on that bombshell, good night.